What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Aviation. Hope you're on a fantastic day today, and today I have a very exciting model review for you all. Today we'll be taking a look at the Gemini Max 1:400 scale C-5 Super Galaxy. I hope all of you are excited for this. This is a really cool aircraft, and I'm certainly really excited to see what this aircraft's going to be all about. So with that being said, let's not waste any further time and go ahead and take a look at the box. So here it is. It's a limited edition collectible Lockheed C-5M Super Galaxy 1:400 scale. There's the profile of the aircraft, the CGI there as well. And there is the Dover bird going across as well. You got the bell there. I think that, I'm not sure if it's an eagle or a bird, but nevertheless looking cool. Made for collectors by collectors, Gemini Max. Got the look inside. This is a little bit of an older C-5. This is a 2017 release, but anyway, got this at the Dallas One-Day Collectibles Show for $40. So yeah, very glad to have it. I've been wanting a C-5 for quite some time after getting the B1 and C-17 and seeing this C-5 on various statics across the United States, you know, during air shows and so forth. I was like, I really want a C-5, and I'm really glad that the opportunity finally presented itself at the DFW One-Day Show, along with several other models. Those will be on my channel individually, and they're also in Mass Unboxing 63, that military unboxing, so definitely check those out if you haven't. But anyway, here it is, the C-5 Super Galaxy, and this, like I said, is a very cool aircraft. Really fortunate to have it here in the collection. It's very unique in quite a few ways with the actual mold and so forth, and I certainly think that it will be a very quality addition to the collection. So yeah, very excited to have it. Let's not waste any further time and just go ahead and get into all the details of the C-5 Super Galaxy. Sorry, this is a relatively new phone that you've probably seen in a handful of videos at this point, but this might be its first video. So yeah, very excited to have the iPhone 16 Pro Max. It's not too different for you, the viewer, but for back here, it goes from Zoom X 1, 2, and 5, and we obviously don't need 5, so I have to manually do 3 now, which is fine, but just getting used to it. So here's the cockpit windows along with the nose cone, looking very nice. Got some lines across it, some various panels and so forth. Got the cockpit windows, and there's the panel detail up there as well. I certainly think the design is very nice, and overall it looks really good. So very happy to see that, and overall it looks really good. And then you have the actual cowling piece itself here looking very nice. So overall that's really good. You have the registration up there, 50005, and then you got the Air Squadron and the various lift and so forth. So that's really cool. Here's the L1 door, and you got the U.S. Air Force titles right here. Got a couple doors up here as well, and you got the nose landing gear and nose landing gear door. So all that's looking very nice, and definitely happy to see that. Got some panel details up here as well, and you got the beacons, so good job by them for, you know, representing that real well, and overall that turned out really good. So of course you love to see that. Here's the middle of the wing root area. As you can tell, you got the 2 lines right here too, so that's looking very nice. Got the panel there as well, and all that came together very nicely. And then you got the speed brake detail here. You got the slats here in the front. So yeah, it is a very capable aircraft. It's like an enhanced version of the C-17 kind of, but even more than that. Just a very, very cool design, right? You know, it obviously is kind of a piece of its own. It's not mimicked very much off of any other aircraft. It's just really its own beast, pretty much. So it is really cool to see it in that way. Got the nav light there as well, and let's go ahead and take a look at the engines. They're very impressive, obviously, for the size of the aircraft. They obviously sit way off the ground, so you can see that height there, and I'll give you, you know, some different vantage points and so forth to show it to you a little bit differently. But yeah, definitely very noteworthy, and you can definitely see the components of that, so that's pretty fascinating. I'll get you a better look at the wheel bogies here in just a moment, but you can see the main gear there. You have 24 tires on those main wheels, and, or sorry, yeah, the main bogies. There's 4 bogies, and then you got 12 tires, or sorry, is that, no, sorry, I'll have to show you here in a moment. But anyway, you got the actual piece there as well, and then you got the exit hatch there as well. You got 3 of those, and you got the USAF logo there as well, so that's looking pretty nice. And the back there, unfortunately, it doesn't open, but obviously due to it being a 1:400 and so forth, I'm not too surprised nor disappointed. Just a part of the mold. So, and you know, if it helps from a infrastructure standpoint and so forth, it makes sense. So how could you ever complain with that? So there's that. And then you do have the back here where you got the ACM, and then you got the Dover tail right there where the blue goes across with the bird once again. I think it's an eagle, but not completely sure. So that looks real nice. And it's 50005, and then you got some sort of title there. I can't see exactly. I might say Super Galaxy. Yeah, Super Galaxy is what that says. So cool thing to note that. Obviously very small, but it's obviously way bigger if you're right up next to it. But if you scale down 400 times, you can definitely see where it's going to take some time. So there we go. It takes some time. But anyway, one really unique characteristic of the C-5 is obviously the horizontal stabilizer piece like goes straight up. You don't normally ever see that on aircraft, but obviously this is quite the exception. So it's really cool to see it from this vantage point and how that functions in relation to what we're doing here. So pretty cool at the APU back there as well. So that's definitely nice too. At the rudder and some additional details, and then you got the horizontal stabilizers there as well. So all that looks real nice, and definitely happy to see that. So overall looking really good, and definitely very happy with how all that turned out. So that's really nice. And then on the right side of the aircraft, as you can tell, it looks very good too. You got the nose cone piece there too, looking very nice. So that's very strong. And then you got the back here with the USAF, and then you got the 3 doors back there as well, and the piece where it comes down too. So all that looks very good and definitely came together very well. So overall looking very good, and that is looking very nice as well. So looking very good. Let's go ahead and take a look at the top of the aircraft. There it is. Looking very nice, and very happy with how that turned out. You got the beacon once again, so overall looking strong, so very nice. In the bottom of the aircraft, you got the stand hole, which has the really nice rubber piece around it, which is very helpful so that obviously it doesn't scratch it up. And you know, it's obviously pretty heavy, so it works really good. You do have a very cool sticker down there, and that's where the 5x zoom really works out well. Air mobility command, which is very cool, of course. But coming back over here, you can see the wheels. So you got, it's 6 tires per bogie, which gives you 24 tires, which is really cool. And then you got the 4 bogies there on the front, and then you got the 4 tires in the front with the 2 struts. So very cool. And yeah, it's certainly quite a unique design. Just look at all those tires. Oh, that looks really nice. And then you got the back piece right there, so that's looking really good, and all that came together very well. So very happy with how all that turned out, and they certainly did an awesome job compiling the C-5 Super Galaxy, and yeah, it is certainly a great aircraft. So very happy with how it all came together, and it's definitely a wonderful looking airframe. So yeah, this is a great model. I'm really excited to finally have a C-5. I've been trying to get one for a while. You all that have watched my release reactions have probably noted that I've talked about, I was like, man, I would love to get that C-5. I'd love to get that one. I think Andrew's one came out recently, so on and so forth. But yeah, glad that one finally worked out here, considering that it's older release. This is still a fantastic aircraft, and no complaints obviously at all. This is a wonderful airframe, and these custom airport bases are really doing a great job. So thank you, Brad, over there for his work. And yeah, these have turned out really good. So yeah, very happy to finally have this aircraft, and overall it's looking very nice. So what a great frame. Certainly a very, you know, monster piece of the collection, galaxy part of the collection, I should say. It's certainly really cool to continue to expand into these avenues that I've never been to before, and I'm really excited to continue to expand the collection one step at a time into all these pieces. So it's certainly exciting. I'm really eager to see what happens with it. But yeah, again, this is a really nice model, and I'm certainly very glad to get to feature it here in the collection today. So no shortage of fun here with this aircraft, and certainly will be quite an asset here for a very long time to come. So feel free to let me know if you have a C-5 in the comments below. I'd love to hear. Again, I certainly think it's a very capable aircraft, and I'm certainly really glad to get to feature it here today. So overall, very good aircraft, and really happy to have it here in the collection today. So with that being said, that'll do it for today's video, everybody. Thank you all so much for watching. Take it easy, everybody. Stay safe. Just process. Do you love you do? My name is CM Aviation. I want to thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all soon as CM Aviation is signing off.